Mm. Okay, is that better at all?
Oh my gosh. So
That
much better.
is?
Yes.
Okay, we'll keep it there. Okay, sorry. Sometimes my headphones, even though they're brand new, they just have a mind of their own, apparently. So that it still sounds good though right now.
Sounds so much better. Tenfold better.
Okay, cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me kind of tell you before we get started. Hold on. Actually, let me feel for like 30 seconds. Hang on. Just got all the goosebumps. Okay, good. That's a good sign. Hold on. I've been very excited about this session. I was very happy. I just pulled you up. I sat down. I took like a 5-minute meditation and I was like, this is gonna be good. Um, there was a very like good feeling. It wasn't bad. It was very light, which is nice. Um, hold on. There was just like a feeling of um like somebody comes up to you and they're like, oh, how are you? And you're like, yeah, 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 everything's great, everything's going great, like that type of feeling. And I'm like, oh, okay, which normally I deal with very, very heavy things all the time, so it was very light and different. So let me tell you how I do this. Obviously there's something going on right now. So number one, it's just gonna be me. I'm gonna have my little pen. I'm gonna have my little notepad. All I do, this is a brand new notepad, so I only have this page to show you. All I do is scribble the entire time. And it's because I get anxiety when I channel, and this kind of just helps me ground instead of like tapping my foot. The next thing is as we're doing this, everybody can do it. So because we're all spirit in a body, we just have to figure out how to do it essentially and learn how to change the feelings into words. But when they come in, just like me trying to figure out how they want to talk, they have to figure out how to use my brain. And so when they do it, they talk in 4 different ways. The first way is that they will come in and they will give me a bunch of signs and symbols. They'll pick them out of my head, maybe something like a pineapple. That means that they're from Florida. And they'll put all these symbols in a line and I'll tell you a sentence. Also, I figure things out a lot, like out loud verbally. So sometimes if I'm like, okay, pineapple Labrador, and you're like, what the hell is she talking about? It's because I'm trying to figure out, oh, this person just said they're from Cuba and they moved to Florida, or were they from Florida and they moved to Cuba? That's all that is. The other 2 ways or the other 3 ways are that they'll try to put me in a situation that could have happened to you, could have happened to them, or will happen to you by taking my own personal memories and realigning it to like try to match theirs. They cannot make me feel or think or remember anything that I haven't seen before. Okay. So if you ask me something like, where did it look like when they died in England? I haven't been. I'm from Texas. I haven't been out of the country and I haven't really been like above Oklahoma. So essentially my window is very small, but I watch a lot of, YouTube and I watch a lot of National Geographic and all that stuff. So it'll expand it. So I may not get exact, but I can get pretty close. The last 2 ways are that they will try to talk in mainly words. So they will come in as well. And they may be like yesterday, I was channeling somebody and I was like, who's like the heavy Rick, like the heavy R name, like Rick or Ron or something like, and she goes, oh my God, she goes, that's my brother's name, Rick, that we're trying to channel. He's dead. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then the last thing is that they will talk in mainly feelings. So especially if they're in a higher vibrational state or heaven, they may come in and they make me feel something like what it was like when I took my dad off life support. So I will say, did you take them off life support? Or even they'll make me feel what it was like for you to eat chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream last Friday. Like just random things like that. And all of this is because they're wanting to let you know that they're beside you and they're wanting to let you know that they kind of like see everything. So, and it's just a fact of like, can they get that across for me? So just stay with me. The only thing I really need for you the entire time is when I go, hey, does this make sense to you? You go, Amy, hell yeah, it freaking does, or no, it doesn't. And that's because as I'm figuring out all this stuff in my brain and I'm turning it into a sentence, when you go, yes, my head goes, okay, cool. So she understood that, I did it correctly, and they got the message across. And then I move on to the next thing. Okay. So just stay with me. Hold on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, they're very much around you, back and forth, back and forth. There's just like a celebration of life. Clearly we have that, but like there's just like a real big feeling of like wanting to um talk about celebrating. I don't know why. I don't think it's anybody's birthday, but that's what they're just talking about. I think they're trying to, oh, I just got goosebumps. They're trying to like essentially tell you how amazing it is over there, which is not a normal thing for them to talk about, which is interesting. Hold on, get back in here. Why? they feel like they wouldn't be nosy in a bad way, but they would always want to know like what's going on with your stuff, what you have, what's happening, like going through your drawers. And they like to know everything. They want to know everything. Like they just showed me an image of like if you have, by the way, I like your bed. I just saw that. And so it's cool. But so they just showed me an image of like if somebody walks into a kitchen and they're like, do you need a better one of these? Like, is this okay? Like, do you need this? Is this okay? Like, yeah, that's all what they're doing right now in my brain.
I run a kitchen design company.
Shut up. Yeah, they're in your kitchen and there's just like, oh, they're opening drawers and they're like showing me like countertops. And they're like, do you need a better one? Do you need a good one?
Kitchen. Oh my God, I hate my kitchen. And I do this for a living. And I tell everybody who will listen. And oh my God.
Okay, there's a reason. See, that didn't make any sense in my brain, but he kept doing it over and over and over again. She did it like 4 times, and I'm like, should I say this? This just seems so like normal. And she's like, no, fucking say it. So yeah,
Does
that would
mean
be one.
I can tell my husband I need a new kitchen?
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's because you may want one. Oh, hold on. They say with time, with time, with time. Oh, but there's the other thing of saying, oh my God, but it would be like $120,000 remodel, wouldn't it? Is that a thing? Sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I go like this. I said, should she do it? Should she do it? And she says, essentially, she says, wait. And she says, you could do it. She says, but wait up and save a little bit more. And I said, why? And she says, because you want everything that you want. And I said, well, how much is it? 30, 40? And she goes, no. And she goes, and she extends it out. So I go, okay, it's like yeah, very expensive. And so she says, yes, you should do it. But I mean, and then the other thing is I asked her, I said, should she do it like piece by piece? So should you do it like, countertops and then wait a year? And she's essentially saying no, because there will be something updated or it won't all harmonize together when you get the final look. Do you see what I'm saying? So yes, there is, but also be patient. And then she keeps showing me 5. So I would even say maybe in like 3 years, like at that point it comes in the B, or maybe you start planning in 2 or 3 months. I don't know what 2 or 3 is, but how funny. Good job. Yeah, she kept showing me. That's not granite. Hold on. What is that? Now, mind you, I'm not a kitchen design person, so they're gonna try to flash me things in my brain that I don't know what they're called. Hold on. Interesting. But so you like marble, but you don't like it because you like quartzite because it's more durable or something, or like, but you're not going to do that. What are you doing? Would you not do marble?
Probably not, because it's not durable. But I haven't really thought about it much because I just mess with my husband and I'm like, let's do this. Let's do this. I bug him every day and he's like, no, no.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So just say I go like this. So we have marble countertops in our home and we have to reseal it every single year. It's a pain in the ass. But I go like this. I said, so is she wanting to do like this big slab? And she goes, no, not over time. She says, it's going to be more hard. I said, what? She says, quartz. She said, it'll be a lot better. She goes, but it'll be very smooth, or like a stone, hard stone. I'm like, I don't know what that is. And she says, no granite. So I go, oh, okay. So no granite. So other than that, I don't know what it would be. So we'll just have to see. You'll have to let me know. There's also, are you wanting to do like the big 8-burner stove?
No.
Okay, weird. They just showed me my I don't know what they have here. It's not a Mueller. I don't know. It's some French brand or something like that. But she showed me that, but she showed me bigger. So I have no idea. What type of stove are you wanting?
I have no idea. I have no
Oh,
idea. I have no idea. I don't know why I'm invested in this right now.
I want you to just keep this. I mean, obviously you're going to keep it, right? But I just want you to look back on it in a few years when you do it. And I want you to compare what I'm saying for what you get.
Yeah.
Okay, like don't follow it while you're doing it, but just let it flow and then look back at it. Okay,
yeah, because our house is not big enough for that.
Okay. Well, that could also mean then, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let's see, what would that mean? Where is this at? Where? Where is that at? What are you showing me? She just showed me something, and I know this is not your house. She just showed me something that would look like the house from Twilight, where Edward and all of them live. I have no idea. That's so random. By the way, I've only seen Twilight once
I
because what?
literally was so earlier this morning because I have a hard time since she died because we talked on the phone all the time. I can't talk out
Yeah.
loud, so I just talk in my head. And I was like, man, what are quintessential things about my mom that she could talk about? And I was like, my mom loved Twilight. I literally said that in my head on the way home today.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah, in the car on the way home, I was like, my mom loved Twilight. She did. She read all the books. She went to the movies at midnight. She was one of those kind of people.
Did you really? Oh, that's so fascinating. Okay, you see, I only watched the movies once because I was sick in a hospital for surgeries, and I never read the books. I never did anything like that. And she just showed me the clip of Bella, like that they make fun of on TV when they change their faces on TikTok, and they're like, "And you're mine forever." And then she goes back and she shows me an image of all the vampires walking in the house with like the glass floor to ceiling or whatever it is. Yeah, and she's talking about that, and she says, "Oh, one day this can be like her house."
Okay. Okay, cool, mom.
Yeah, that's oh my God, how nifty. Yeah, so I'm glad you're catching on to this stuff because that is so random that it doesn't make any sense to me. And she says, "Tell me, is that a version of where you're at right now?" Hold on. Weird. It's like she's trying to hug somebody else right now. Who are you hugging? There's some man that she's trying to hug, which is interesting. Hold on. Hold on. Who are you? But her grandmother, her mom's dad is crossed over, correct? Like gone.
Her mom's dad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. Okay. Or there's some man, but she didn't know him very well. Is that a
I
thing? Or
I don't even know his name.
you didn't even know him. Okay, there's like an odd feeling of like this older gentleman that just shows up. She gives him a hug and she just uses the name of Beba in my head, which is just what I use for grandparents. So I don't think you called them. I don't think she called them that or anything like that. But that is signify grandparents in my brain. And I said, "What are you doing?" And she just says, "Oh, this guy watches over you," or "This guy has been watching over me too." And I said, "Who is this? Is this like a husband or like something?" And she goes, "No. It's like my grandfather." And I go, "Oh, okay." And she says, "Well, he wasn't close to her." I go, "Okay, that's fine." There may also be, we'll have to look into this. Hold on. Do you have, oh God. Oh God. What do you mean by that? Do you have a son yet? What is that? Yeah. Sorry, that's
We've,
what I'm saying. Wait, what?
we've been trying to have a baby for the last 8 months. Hold on. And today I have a great OB who we tried this new medication this month. And she wrote me an email today and said my progesterone levels were really good. Like they were double what they were last month. And I took a test before we got on this call and I haven't looked at it.
Go look at it. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be positive, but let me show. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Go look at it and come back. We can be let down or excited together. Oh my God, there's a dog on your bed. I love it. Hold on.
No, okay, it's negative.
I'm so nervous.
Okay, it's negative. It's not positive.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I think it's too early. So I wonder
It would be
if
too early.
maybe this month.
Okay. So let me tell you what happened. So she comes up. The reason why I said, "Oh my God, oh no, oh my God," not "oh no" in a bad way,
Yeah.
is that she's in this she's in this house in my brain, and she's hugging this gentleman. Turns around the blanket, and she has this pink blue blanket with a baby in it. And she goes, "Oh, and tell her," he says, "Hi." And I go, "What are you doing? This is going to be her son." And I go, "So did you hold him like before he came in?" And she goes, "No, he's still here." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I'll ask her about that."
It was literally on my
So
list of things to ask.
there you go. There you go. So I'm just going to tell you, yes, it will be a thing. I'm going to tell you that we're gearing up for it. I am going to tell you that, by the way, that is not a normal thing for them to talk about. Like, that's not something people just bring up for fun. And so I'm going to say it will be a thing. You just have to let yourself relax, enjoy the process. and know that when the time is coming, it's soon, because they don't show things like that unless it's going to happen soon. So I want to let you know, just be ready.
My God.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so just wait. Oh my God, I would have lost my shit. I would have just been like, all right, we're done. I'll see you later. No, but yeah, it does feel like it's going to happen. And also it's because you took the pregnancy test today, and it's because you're talking to your OB and you got all that stuff. So they're like prefacing you and saying like, hey, it's okay. So I would even say, I don't know how this works. Is there a way that you could figure out what her grandfather's name is?
So we called him, do you think it's my mom's side or my papa's side?
I
My
think it's your mom's side.
or my mom's mom.
Yeah.
I can find out right now. Hold on.
Okay, the only reason, because there's some odd tie between this man and your going to be son. Now, why am I saying this? It could mean that he is coming back in as your son, because could be a thing, because that's what reincarnation does. Or it could also mean that maybe his name is so good that we like bring it back in the family line
Oh, my
somehow.
husband and I can't agree on names. Okay, hold on. We're making a call.
Yeah, make a call. Oh my
If my
God.
grandmother knew I was on speakerphone with a medium right now, she would die.
It's okay. I'll be quiet. I'll just be quiet. Well, she can see this and realize it's with God. Okay. I'm gonna sit here and get more Twilight. Hold on.
Hey, I just have a really quick question. I'm in the middle of a meeting, but it just came up. What was the name of your dad?
Of my father,
Yeah,
first name Lawrence.
Lawrence. Okay.
Law. Law.
Okay. Thank you. I'll call you later.
Okay?
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Okay. All right. Bye.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of
Interesting.
cool. Yeah. I like, that's very like, actually, I think that's one of like the number one names that people are trying to name their kids right now. It's odd. Like there's a, like, yeah, we'll have to look that up. Yeah, I'm going to write that down. WRN. Okay, hold on. Let me write this down. Hold on. Yeah. So there's something weird that's going to connect there. I don't know what. So we will just have to see. So come back here. Where are you at? Where are you at? She's in your house. Tell me. Hold on. She's just like over the moon to let you know she's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay. I go, okay. So tell me what happened to you. Oh, maybe something with that. Hang on. Come here. Weird. She's always the person that says she's all right. You must have a lot of Leo in you personally, because, and we'll have to figure out what that is, where your vibes are. But she like doesn't want you to worry about her. She doesn't want you to get nervous about anything. She doesn't want to. She's like, oh no, 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 no. And hold on. So she ended up getting sick. Like she actually got sick. Okay. I said, what happened? I said, your car accident, heart attack. Like what was going on? What was the list? And she goes, oh no. And she coughs again. That just from being sick. That doesn't mean necessarily coughing, but that's my sign. And I said, why? She's talking about looking at you with like tired, troubled eyes, like that. And she's talking about like back then when she doesn't feel good, like knowing that there's something going on inside, but then the outside you can tell that she's very tired or exhausted. And she says that, tell me what was going on. Hold on. Hold on. So your family is, I mean, obviously you're talking to your grandmother, but your family is a very tight-knit family. So like your grandparents would do anything for her, essentially. Okay, yeah, that's what she says. She says, if I could tell you anything, she says, I have a great family. I go, why? And she says, they would go above and beyond to help me, no matter what. And I go, I get it. And she says that, tell me, oh, she just brought flowers to you. Why? Hold on. But she saw this house though, correct? Yeah, okay. Yeah, she just knocked on your door and brought you a vase of flowers and then gave it to you. And I go, what is this? I said, is this a new home for you? And she goes, no, I've been all over here. So there may be something. Oh, I don't know if this is for the baby. Is like your husband and you, is y'all's wedding anniversary about to hit or something?
Oh.
Yeah, weird. Okay, that would be the only other reason. I think she's just trying to bring you and say hi to talk about the house, but I'm going to read into it way deep. Come back over here. Tell me what was happening. Hold on. Where are you? Where? Parish. Was she going to a hospital that was named after a saint or something?
No.
Or was there something to deal with like a Saint Joseph or a Joseph?
I'm there. I mean, there's a couple. So I think St. Joseph's was the name of the Catholic church in our town, but like we were Catholic with little c, so we didn't really go. And then my Uncle Joe,
Oh.
Joe's departed.
Oh, okay. So I would have to say that goes, yeah, she goes like this. She says, she showed me my dad. My dad's name is Joseph. And then she put saint in front of it. And I'm like, okay, so she's probably talking about Catholicism. That's okay. And then she says, oh, Saint Joseph. And I go, oh, okay. So I would have to say maybe the brother is there as well, or like the uncle is over there as well with her. And she's just trying to bring that into. So we'll talk about him in just a second. I'm trying to keep him out. Hold on. Come here. What? Why? Why? Did they? Did they? So y'all had a full-on viewing for her and everything?
We didn't have a viewing. We had a really big funeral though because she was cremated.
She was. Okay, yeah. She just goes like this. She puts all these flowers around and she shows that like everybody showed up, which is great. But then she put herself as being Sleeping Beauty. And so I'm like, okay, that works. That's fine. That's interesting. And she's talking about how, tell me, come here. What about her? Where? I'm asking her about her last moments. Oh my, she's so positive. Tell me what happened. Hang on. Hold on. Okay. So you were able to get closure with your mom. Yeah, she's just talking about that. She's showing me images. I said, what happened? What was the end like? And she has you saying goodbye, mom. She has you leaning into your partner. So she's talking about this. She has you um just having, I just remember when my dad died, how it felt. And she just like brought in this feeling of like being there and like, I love you, and turning away and like dealing with your grief and then moving forward with it. And she's just talking about how her soul was released in a good way. It wasn't bad, it wasn't over quick. And she's saying how it was good. She's saying that, tell me why, what about her? Oddly, hold on, where? I'm asking her where at though. Hold on, where? Just played Inya in my head very randomly. Hold on, just stay with me. Where? Where is this at? Weird. Were we just like trying? Were we like attempting to get her home on hospice?
Yeah. So she died before she could go on hospice.
She says, yeah. I said,
Go ahead.
It's okay. She goes like this. I said, so where were you at? I said, did you pass it home? Because my dad was able to pass it home. I said, there's all these different things. And she goes, Amy, I was so weak. I was so weak. And then she shows me medical cords, which means like hospital, right? Or like getting into that area. And she says, I couldn't go home on hospice. And I go, oh, okay. And she goes, oh. She talks about her soul leaving before that. And she says that, tell me, hold on. I'll walk you through how she talks. That way, as you go through all of this in life, you'll see like, oh, this is my mom. This is not just like my brain making these things up. Come here. So she's drawing what are you doing? Come here. Where? I'm asking her to tell me where it hurt or what was going on. Was it that? What does that mean? She's really complaining about like not eating. Only. Where? So she ended up like having like cancer that like metastasized everywhere. Is that the thing? Okay. All right. I said, what did you have? I said, did you have like heart failure or something? And she starts going, she shows me like little bits of like pop, pop,
Yeah.
all over the place. Yeah. And she says she could eat, but she says how like nauseous she was, or she says like how bad she felt. And she says like it just wouldn't go anywhere. I was asking her if she had stomach cancer, and she said no. And then she's talking about how, tell me why, where at, where? I don't know where that is. Hold on. Do we know if it like started in her like chest region?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
First diagnosis of breast cancer.
That poor lady. Oh my God, your mom. Yeah. I go like this. I said, what happened? And she keeps going. And I go, lungs? And she goes, I'm like, all right. So she's talking about that. And she says, how frustrating is this? That's the popcorn pop-ups everywhere. And she's talking about how, but had she fought it before?
Mhm.
She did. Okay. She goes like this. She goes, but I had one before. I go, oh, really? I said, sucks. And when? When? Had she had it like when you were like 11 or something before, like really young? Really? Okay.
I think I was like 10 or
Right
11 when
around
she
there.
was first diagnosed. Yeah.
Yeah, she goes like this. I said, so how long? And she says, my daughter, my poor baby, had to live with this, knowing about this, almost her entire life. I said, when did this happen? I have an 11-year-old son. And she says, like the equivalent of his age. And I go, oh, okay. And she says, I just felt so bad for her. I go, I know, I get it. And she says, but we did it. You are her, I just got all these goosebumps. You are her shining light and her everything. The best way I can describe your mom is like her energy feels like a kaleidoscope with flowers and like pop rocks like added in all together. It's very fun. It's very light. And tell me, she doesn't particularly.
Oh no.
She's funny. She's talking about her body, but she's also talking about. She says, "I don't particularly like," and I go, "What are you talking about? Hold on." Did she always feel, no, this is just another line. We're gonna have to go into here. Do you know if she always like felt awkward about her body or something growing up? Or did she grew into it, she liked it like in her 40s and stuff like that. But was she always like, no, because you weren't that way? She's talking about getting a little heavier after she had her kids. Obviously, most of us do. But she's talking about how before she was like the tough one, the cool one, the one that hang out with all the friends. And she says she doesn't necessarily care about makeup a whole lot, but she likes it. She's interesting. She's very flower child in my head, just a little bit, like adding that in there as well. And she's making me hear 70s songs for some reason. So we'll have to go back into that. And she says that, tell me what? Who? She likes your dog. Did you have two dogs here? Oh, okay. Yeah. She goes like this. She goes, oh, I like the dog. The dog sees me, but two. I said, oh, where's the two? What is that? And she says, I love them both. Is the other dog like living someplace else or like not here?
Yeah, he died.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Sorry. She goes like this. I said, where is he? She goes, which
Oh,
means like take away. Yeah. And she says, but they were best friends. They were like buddies. Okay. She goes like this.
oh
I
my
said,
God.
so I said, so what about the dog? She goes, oh, they still hang out together. They love each other. They're around each other all the time. I go, oh, okay, that's good. And she's just talking about how it's really cool because she has one of the dogs, you have the other one, but yet they still hang out all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. And she says that, tell me. Oh, so did she end up passing first and the dog died second? Okay. I go like this. I said, so what happened? Who greeted you? I said, did the dog greet you? She goes, no. She says, when the dog had to cross, I was like, come here, come here. And so she's just talking about taking with him. And she says that your mom is so cool. I'm so excited to get to read her. Hold on. What? What do you mean by that? Where? Obviously, it's summertime. It's hot. Hold on. I have no idea where y'all are from. Where? Y'all are not. Where? Where's this at? Where's this at, Mom? Hold on. It's probably a place that I haven't been before, so I'm sorry if I'm gonna get the area wrong. Do y'all live like around hills, like at the base of hills or something? Okay. So I'm from Texas, everything is flat until you get up into like Austin. And so I know it's not around here. And she keeps putting me towards like if we have the United States here, California's here, Texas is here, this is the East Coast. She has me going up like that. So don't know where that is. But that's what she keeps showing me. And she keeps talking about how why are y'all like Virginia or like Ohio or Kentucky? Where are you at? Where's that at? Tell me.
New York, upstate New York, right on the
You
Canadian
are.
border.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've never been up there before. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so you are. Yeah, because she doesn't have like a crazy accent. That's I'm like, where's like a crazy non-accent place? I'm like, maybe Ohio. Yeah, so she goes like all the way up and she says like all the flowers and the mountains and the beauty. And she says it's so pretty. And like that is also the version of her heaven. And she's talking about how she's having you roll out bread or cookies, which is interesting. I have no idea why. So hold on. But you're not like necessarily the biggest cook person though, correct?
I hate cooking.
You do. Okay, so she's making fun of you. I go like this. I said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And she shows me like flour and bread stuff everywhere. And I go, "What?" I said, "Oh, so she's a kitchen person and she loves to cook." And she goes, "No, she doesn't do that though." But she keeps showing me all that stuff. I don't know why.
Dough and flour.
Yeah, yeah.
We used to make our whole family, we would do dumplings in the fall. And so
Oh,
like before my grandparents went to Florida, we would all do dumplings in the kitchen. And you'd get like dough all over your hands and you'd have to roll it out.
yeah, it's super thin, or not super thin, but it's like a fourth of an inch or a half of an inch thin. Yeah, that's what she keeps showing me. And I'm like, is this a cookie that we're cutting out? What is this? Yeah, so that's what she's showing me. And she's talking about how you don't do that. So I would say if you can this fall, please do that to like keep it going. And she says that, tell me, what? Krugel. What is Krugel? Where is that from? Hold on, stay here with me. That means something. Krugel. Hold on. Krugel. No, but you're not. I'm gonna read somebody that's Jewish soon. Which is weird because
My husband's,
Krugel is what?
my husband's Jewish.
I love it. We're Russian Jews. That's so funny. How they come up with that shit. Oh my God. By the way, I've never had Krugel before. I don't know what it is. And I just okay, good. Krugel is a baked casserole, most commonly made from flour or potato. It's a traditional Jewish dish served on the Sabbath and Jewish holidays.
Yeah, my husband's Jewish. And
Our
we said we'd raise our baby Jewish.
boom, there you go. That is how we bring it up. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so great. Good job, Mom. Yeah, she showed me raisins at first. I'm like, what are you doing with raisins, dude? And so then she switched to that. She's trying to talk about certain breads that I have no idea what it's called. So she's like acknowledging him. And she says that, tell me why. And she has met him though, correct? Yeah. Okay. I go like this. I said, are you just like acknowledging him to say hi to him? And she goes, no, 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 no. She says, I love him. Hello. I've met him. I go, oh, okay. I will tell him that. And she says that, ooh, who is that? Ooh, I don't know if this is a thing. Does the end of July have anything to do with anything? Or is there something going on the end of July?
The end of July. I don't think so.
Okay, keep that there. Just because she keeps highlighting like the last week. So like the 24th, 25th through stuff. Oh my God. Okay. Email me and let me know if you get pregnant. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know, but there's always a reason, just like the Krugel thing, right?
Yeah.
There's always a reason why they bring stuff up like that. Okay. So just stay with me. Hold on. Come here. Tell me more. What? Where? Where? What do you have? She keeps showing me birds, which is great. I love birds. They're great. But what type of bird? Hold on. Come here. Hold on. What did you love to do? Do you remember? What did you love to do? Hold on. Oh. Did you end up like I mean, I don't think you made it. Do you have like your mom's blankets at your house or something? Or is there like something to do with like a patchwork blanket or something? Or do you have any idea? Yeah, it's weird. She goes like this. She made me feel this, get a blanket, you know, like that. She made me feel it on my skin. But then she put it as patchwork. And I know you don't sew, I don't sew. Who gives a shit on sewing? And so so I don't know what that means. She's talking about how, hang on, I'm trying to take her back. Hold on. She just flashed me a picture of your son in a pumpkin outfit for Halloween. I don't know if you celebrate that or not. That may also have significance that maybe you have a child like around Halloween. That could be another thing as well. And
I hope you're
yeah,
wrong.
no. That's okay. That's okay. Hold on. Just stay with me. Hang on. Come here. Hold on. Come here. So tell me about her. Where are you at now? Hold on. In your kitchen. Hold on. It's a random question. Are you wanting to like put a window in it or like knock out and like put a big window in it or something? Or is there a big window in there right now?
There's a big window in my kitchen.
There is a big window in your kitchen. Okay, yeah, we don't have a window at all in ours. She's just talking about like being in your kitchen with you and like looking through this big ass window for some reason and just like hanging out in there. I don't know. Is your home what? Hold on. Where? Where's this at? It doesn't look that old. It looks pretty darn new. Is your home like built in like the 50s or something? Weird.
It's
okay. Oh, it's older than that. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, she goes like this. She's just talking about how it has good bones because it's built older, and that's why we like it. And I agree with you on that. And so for me, the oldest homes I see here in Texas is because everything is brand new, is like, you know, the 60s essentially, or the 50s. And so she's just talking about that. And she says that, tell me what, why, what about her moving forward? And your husband is not helping you with the kitchen design business?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
He should. She goes like this. She says, take him away from his job and have him help you with your business. And I said, why? And she puts him in front of a computer and has him doing like all of like the hardcore spreadsheets or all the hardcore like notes or you know the back end numbers and stuff like that. And so I would even say maybe in the future, like I think it would do really well, and I think it's still doing well, but it's almost like I would want you all to partner up and do it together and make it even bigger. I don't know why or how. Have you considered that?
So it's funny because the design business is not mine, it's my boss's,
Yeah.
but I've
Oh,
for a long time. But Eric and I have always talked about just starting our own company and doing it
yes.
together. We feel very inclined to do that. And like he was saying the other day, like, oh, you always have such good ideas. Cause like I'll come up with little businesses in my head all the time. And
Yeah.
I don't know how to execute them. So that's
God.
interesting.
Yeah, I would like you to do that. Just really think on it, ponder upon it. Don't think too hard. Just go with what you're drawn to. They also show me a very interesting picture of, now I'm not saying it goes this far, but she keeps flashing me like, you know, in HGTV when they have like the couples that go through and they redo homes and stuff like that. And they talk about the design, and she keeps showing me that over and over and over again. And so maybe that would be a good idea. Okay. And she sees you as that. Why? Is your husband growing a beard?
He'll grow a beard and then he'll cut it and he'll grow it and he'll cut it, but it can't get very long.
It can't get very long. Okay, she goes like this. She says, oh, tell him to. And I go, what? And I said, does he not? She goes, no, he can. My husband can't. He's hairless. And she goes like this. She says, oh, and we can put like a plaid shirt on him. And I go, oh my God, stop.
Wait, she's describing my dad.
Oh, your dad has a beard with a plaid shirt all the time?
My dad wears plaid shirts all the time and he's got a big mustache and he'll like grow out this crazy
Huge.
stuff.
Yes. And does he like wear glasses like partly? Not all the time though?
No, my husband wears glasses partly.
Partly your husband. Okay. So I'm going to say maybe it's a mix between the two. So just stay with me on that. Let's go and let's open this up really quick. Hold on. Let's go and figure that out. Hang on. Come here. Tell me. Hold on. Come here. What about him? Oh, why? And you have a brother as well?
No.
Odd. Okay. Who has the she? Not she. Somebody keeps going. It's his brother. It's his brother. It's his brother. It's his brother. So hold on. We'll have to figure out what it's his brother. Hang on. Come here. Let me see. Tell me. What about him? And so her and your dad were still married at the time of her departure? Okay. I go like this. I said, do you want to say anything to her dad? And she goes, oh no, my husband. I go, oh, okay. So we're correct on that. And she's talking about how well, I talk to a lot of people that are still married, but it's not good relationships, and she's just talking about looking up at him and being like, so she must really like him and they must really have a good relationship. And she says, he's my rock. He's my rock. I go, okay, I like it. And she's talking about how, what? And he's not thinking of dating anybody else? What is that about? Yeah. Okay.
He
She goes like,
has a girlfriend right now.
she goes like this. She says, it's okay if he gets married. It's okay if he gets married. It's okay if he goes that far. And I go, what? And she says, like, I don't want him to be lonely. So that is his favorite person, but she like sees things from a different viewpoint. I know that is her best friend, that is her everything, but she also doesn't want him to be sad, which is interesting. Now I don't know if the person he's dating right now is, she shakes her head. It doesn't feel like that would be the one, or like that would be the follow through. Do we not care for her right now, personally?
We like her, but can you, and I don't know if I can ask questions or how
Yeah,
that,
yeah, you can. Yeah.
you ask her if she tried to get a message to dad?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. But the woman's not blonde, right?
I don't know what color her hair is.
Oh, interesting. Okay. She goes like this. She says she's not ditzy, and she showed me blonde. And I go, oh, okay. Maybe she's trying to talk about saying she's not crazy. I think that may be it. I don't know why. Maybe she's talking about a message thing. And she says that, tell me why. I don't know what that means. I would be so inclined to think maybe so, and yes, just because there's a feeling of like, yes, like that goes with it, but I don't necessarily know what said message is. I don't know what that is. What was that about?
So this weird thing happened to my dad on Friday, and he was all
Mm.
tore up about it. And he was like, I think your mom is trying to get me a message.
Mm-hmm. Well, she would all the time. Yeah, I mean, that would just be her normal thing. All she's trying to say is that she's there and she loves him and like it's okay to move forward. There's also a thing, hold on. Tell me. Hold on. Where? Like an odd feeling of like I need him to go to the doctor to go get his like little I wouldn't say his heart checked out, but maybe his like ventricles or maybe his like veins in it. I don't know what they call it. I'm not a doctor. And I said, is he sick right now? And she says, no. I said, is he like heavy and overweight right now? And she says, no. And I go, oh, okay. And she says, he's good. I would have to say two things. One, lower down the stress. He feels pretty good right now, though. That could be one thing. But the other thing is, I would say, like in the next 6 months to a year, go and see if there's anything going on in the aortic area. Like, see if there's any like plaque, or see if there's any type of stuff like clogging it or getting into that. And she's just talking about loving him, but he's in good shape. But like, there's an odd feeling of like how I want him to go to the doctor and go get checked.
Okay, because he hates the
Okay.
doctor. He will not
I
go. He will,
That's why.
because he will stroke out. His blood pressure will get so high. Like there's been a situation where they didn't want to let him leave because he was so stressed being there. But she was like, I swear to God, if you let him leave, his blood pressure will go back to normal.
Really? Really?
Terrified of the doctor. He has the worst white coat syndrome in the entire world.
Oh my God, that poor man. Okay, yeah, because she goes like this. She says, I'm not there to be with him, or I'm not there to tell him. So I need him to go. I need him to be seen. And then she keeps showing me heart, but then she keeps making like only the arteries or something go whoop, 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 right. So like opening up or bigger or pressure or something like that. And so I would say, I mean, it's not that he needs to go like this week, but I would say in the next 6 months, go and get it checked. Okay. And it's nothing to tell him, oh my God, he's going to have a heart attack and die. Anything that they say, it's to prevent.
Mhm.
Okay. It's not to like let you know people are going to die. And so, yeah, I would say that would be one of the messages. The other thing is, tell me why? Why? Where? Hold on. Hold on. And so he's still living in like their same home? Oh, okay. I said, what else? What else? What else? And she says, tell him. I said, did he move already, or like y'all in an apartment or what? She goes, oh, no, 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 it's our home. She says, tell him that I walk around the home, that I'm there. I go, okay, I will let him know about that. And tell me why. What do you mean by that? So y'all have already started to let things go of hers. You've already started to like box things up and stuff like that.
No.
Interesting. She goes like, she says like this is all she says. She goes like this. She puts all these little boxes and she just hands a box to you. And she put all of her stuff hanging in a closet. That's just for me means like stuff is still there. But then she has everybody like take a single box. It's not the fact that it all gets cleared out or anything like that, but there's like a shifting. Have you all started talking about doing that?
Well, we've talked about giving away, so like her clothes. There's some people who live nearby that like will fit. Shoot, they were her friends when she was alive that will fit her
Yeah.
clothes. My dad's
Gotcha.
sister. So like we've talked about like giving them some of that stuff and letting them go through it. And
Yeah.
then after she died, because we drove all the way home for the funeral, I took a lot of her stuff.
You did. You took the box. Ah.
Yeah, like I have like her shirts, I have a lot of her paintings, I have like
Yeah.
stuff she did in college, like artwork she did in college, like framed
Yeah.
professionally hanging in our house. So I took a lot of that stuff.
You
Um,
did.
and
Okay.
I have like I have her wedding ring. And I have
Oh.
stuff like that. But my dad, so I think it's funny because like that's I think an issue with my dad's relationship. Like his girlfriend has a hard time going to the house because he's not changed it.
I
It's
get
still
it.
pretty much like my mom's house.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. I would even say that that message would be she knows that y'all have like taken some of the stuff, right? Moved some of the boxes or whatever it is, but it's like it's okay to make it more your own. It's okay to shift it as well. Because her stuff doesn't mean that she's not there, right? If you get rid of that, she's still going to be there. That's not her tie. It's the love that you have, it's that connection you have. And I think that it's okay if he started doing that. The other thing that was very interesting is you're talking about art. She kept putting in, my mom loves doing what do you call it, stained glass, like that is her favorite thing. And so she kept showing me the stained glass things that my mom has done, which are like these huge massive things. And then when I asked her, I go, do you use stained glass? She says no. And so I'm like, I have no idea what that means. So I'm going to say that may be a reference to like painting, but since I don't paint or do pictures like that, it would be very hard. And she tell me, hold on, come here, hold on, what? Yeah, so health, and it's okay to move on. It's not going to make what? Oh, I don't think your dad's gonna leave that house. You know that, right?
I know. I know.
Yeah,
I've told him that he could retire and come move in with us tomorrow, and he won't.
yeah, yeah. I said, so what is he gonna do? When is he gonna sell the home? And she goes, he's not. He's going to die in that home. He's going to stay at that home. I said, oh, he's not going to move down to Florida? Like that's what everybody does in New York, right? And she talks about like traveling or seeing, but it doesn't feel like we fully like shift everything to Florida or something like that. And what did you say? Say it one more time.
Because I live in Florida.
Oh, you live in Florida. Oh, that makes so much sense now. Oh my God, that's why it's so freaking hot. That's why it's so hot. I was like, why if she's in upstate New York? I was like, it's not freaking hot. That's why I was like arguing with her earlier. So she's talking about being in your home and how hot it is. Well, just outside, not inside. And tell me about her. Come here. What? What? Hold on. Oh my God. In your home, do y'all not have a pool in the back? Okay. She had here's more prefacing things. She just had your son in a floppy hat with little sunglasses on, and she had this child like playing in a canal or something, or like, you know, I've only been to Florida twice to go to Disneyland and then drive through Pensacola, so I don't have a lot of my brain. But then I said, "Oh, is this gonna happen in her pool?" And she goes, "No, they don't have a pool in the back." I said, "Well, that's good because they're dangerous too." But you know, also I just read a lot of people die in pools. But anyway, she goes, "Oh no, they would take him to the beach, or they would take him, you know, all these other places." And they go, "It's going to be good no matter what." And they show me like a blow up pool. And I go, "Okay, good." So like that's another reference to that. And she says that, who is the Virgo, or what is the September birthday about?
September birthday.
Yeah, or very end, what is that? Very end of August. Do you have any idea?
End of August is my husband.
Yeah. Oh, that's your husband. Okay, so we're referencing him again. Okay, so hold on really quick. Give me a second. Yeah, Virgo is August like 22nd or something, all the way until like September the 19th or something. Hold on, give me a second. What about him? Hold on. Hold on. Where? Did your husband's family, like, did most of them move to Florida? Oh, okay. I go like this. I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, I don't know. She moved there. I mean, I know she likes it." She says, "Oh, but she really did it for his side of the family." I go, "Oh, really?" She goes, "Yeah, people go there and they die there. Like, that's it." And I go, "Oh, okay, that's fine. That's it." And then there's some woman that is like, I'm gonna have to say gets into like a grandmother category, that like is hanging out with your husband or like is around your husband. It's just a female that is older that like acts like a mothering type of figure. So without going further than that, that's the best way I can feel that. And they're talking.
His grandmother, because we have all of our grandparents' wedding photos who have passed in our hallway.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, she's funny. So they're all there and they all watch him. And tell me, what? What about it? Hold on. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where? Hold on. She likes this. She thinks this is really nifty. So I'm not about crystals or like stuff like that by any means. She says like they're pretty or something, but she says that like this is, yeah, she just showed me, she handed me crystals in my hand. I go, "What is that?" And she says like they're pretty or they're beautiful. I go, "Okay, what is up with the crystal thing? Do you have any idea?"
So I never met Eric's grandmother, and I think this is where she's probably going. I never met Eric's
Yeah.
grandmother. She died early on in us dating, and she had asked Eric's mom if she thought Eric would marry me, and she said, "I don't know, like we've only met her a few times." And she gave my mother-in-law this pair of beautiful earrings, these black pearl earrings.
Oh my God.
And so
Beautiful. And you wear them? You
I
do
don't,
wear them?
I've never had a time to wear them, but I have them in my nightstand. I keep them with my mom's wedding ring.
Oh my God. Yeah, she's just holding them. And I'm like, "What is this?" And she says, like, "They're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're beautiful." You could have worn them today. I mean, I like what you have going on right now, but also that would have been an added bonus. And so, yeah, so I want you to wear them and also know that when you wear like those, when you pick those up, when you hold them, that it's not the fact that she's attached to that, but like part of her energy, part of what her soul is, her consciousness is you know, like when you wear that, you're also wearing part of her. Okay, it's not bad. So she protects you, she's around you. Yeah, you have a lot more than you can ever imagine going on, but your mom is in heaven. She's in a higher vibrational state. She's not stuck. Hold on, she keeps wanting to talk about I'm trying to help her with this concept. She keeps showing me images and I don't know how to turn into English. So hold on. What are you doing? Why? Where? In your house in upstate New York, did y'all not have a fence around the back? Ah, okay. Were there deer that would come in the back or something? Oh, it's so random. Sorry.
Yeah.
She's talking about being in this home. And she goes, just like right now, she goes like this. She goes, "Oh, look, so do you see it? Do you see it? I go, what are you talking about? She says, in our house, I hear her. I go, oh my God. And so she's trying to let you know that, like, no matter what, she's living there, she's staying with you, but she can create these beautiful moments that, like, she loves over and over and over again. And, like, that's what she does. So whenever you cross over, you're going to go be with your mom. And apparently you're going to be in upstate New York looking at deer, with Twilight as well, with your son. I don't know. She's very fun. She's very colorful. And this is exactly what I would expect from her. What is the, oh, did you not? Was she able to, like, write you a memoir of her or something? She didn't, what is that about?
So my dad told us after she died that she had wanted to write us all a letter. And she never got around to it
She
because
couldn't do it.
even though she was sick, she still died really suddenly.
Yeah.
Because she was in the middle of the night. And so dad told us after she died that she had always wanted to do that and she never got to do it.
Oh, she's so sad about that. She goes like this. I'm like, well, what do you want? And then she put a piece of paper and she got a feather pen, you know, like you see from like the 1800s. And she's like, and I love you forever and for always. And I'm like, oh, and she folds it up and she makes it thick though. And so just know that she still wants to do that. So what questions do you have for me, if anything?
Oh gosh, I have a lot, so I have to
do it.
Does she know about the foundation?
Now, what type of foundation is that? Is that house product or skin? I don't know, but hold on, let me see. I don't want. Is it like a foundation for her because of cancer stuff or something?
Kind of, yeah.
Is it okay? I go, what is this? I said, what type? I said, it's like the house falling apart. That's what I think of when I think of foundation. And she goes, no. She goes, in memory of me. And I go, what? And then she says, but it's a little bit further off, so I don't know what that means. And then she's talking about how it exists. Is it not crazy big? Is it like medium small or something like that right now? Okay, she says it's blooming like that, and that for me means like it's just starting out. So does she know about it? Yes. What is that about?
So when my last conversation with her before she died, because we knew she was going to die, and we needed to do something about it. Like I'm very action oriented. If I can do something, I can fix it, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I called her on a Tuesday. It was right before Memorial Day weekend. I said, hey, we've been thinking, and I think what we want to do is start a foundation that pays for grief counseling services for people who lose a parent when they're in their 20s and younger. And she was like, yeah, cool, do it. And like that was all she said, was like, yeah, like we hadn't thought it through, like we just kind of knew we wanted to do something. And that was the last time I ever talked to her.
That was it. Oh my God. And so, oh my God, no wonder. And so, but you've been able to take this and grow this though. Okay. Okay, and it's because of help of her, FYI. I mean, because your own doing. Yes, that's one of the reasons, but it's because of her. And why do you not have it on social media? Well, sorry. So I said, where does she do this at?
I'm so bad about social media. It's like the one thing I cannot do. I cannot do it. I struggle with it so bad. I think we have 6 posts in 2.5 years.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I would like you to email me the links to it and what it is. And I think that is an amazing thing for many people that could utilize that and use it. And so let's talk about trying to figure it out and get it off the ground, and I can teach you how to do content.
Oh my God.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's like she's just again. Is this a coincidence? Do you think this is a coincidence?
No, it's meant to be.
No. Yeah, that's how it works. So send me the stuff. Let me look at it, because there are hundreds of people that I channel that they come. I even channel grief counselors. They come and they just like feel so light afterwards, but like, you need support after it as well. So yeah, so let's look into it.
Oh, you're amazing.
Okay. I got you. What else, my dear?
My next question. This was like my main question for her. I brought something from the house to the hospital
Mm,
when she was in the hospital. It was a very common object. And I just want to know, because I think she had already kind of left her body at that point. So I
mm,
just want to know if she knows what I brought to her.
mm, mm. Sorry, she just showed me bread. And I know that's not it. Sorry, so random. Hold
Why
on.
is she so into bread today? I mean, I love to eat bread.
I know. Hold on. Like, hold up a baguette, which obviously you're not French. Hold on. Let me see. Tell me. Hold on. What is it? Do you know? Do you know? Do you remember? Hmm? So she's making me hear the words you would say while giving it to her. That's the way she's choosing to show this to me. So hold on. Where? What does this mean? Now that image is completely gone in my brain. Come back here. What does she have? Hold on. There's two things. It wasn't a brush, right? Yeah. Okay. The other thing she showed me was like, and I don't think you brought her this at all. Did somebody also bring something to like set her up or like adjust her up or something? Or like if somebody puts extra pillows around them or something, it's weird. She goes like this, she goes like that. And the only thing I know that would be, I don't think we're putting a heating pad or anything underneath them, is that. So hold on, stay with me. Tell me, do you remember? Are you out of your body already? Mm, nothing to eat. What? Where? Like a single-handed thing. Um, there. The only thing she keeps showing me, I think she is out of her body at that point, is maybe it just has something to do with comfort, but I don't know exactly what, because she keeps showing me the word comfort, over and over and over again. Was it something for comfort?
I brought her a bottle of lotion from the table next to her chair because I was so worried her hands were going to get dry.
Make it comfortable. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. She showed me, I brought my dad chapstick when I took him off life support because he couldn't have it on while he had his CPAP on. So after he crossed, I put it on him. And she kept showing me that. And I said, is it chapstick? And she goes, no. And so she's talking about how it's for comfort. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. And hold on. Why? Where? Was it like a good lotion, like a Burt's Bees lotion, instead of like something crappy like Aveeno?
It was her Avon lotion.
It's a good. Okay, see, I don't buy Avon. Yeah, okay. She goes like this. I said, "Can you tell me what type of lotion it was?" And she goes, "Oh, it was more expensive. It was more expensive." And I said, "Oh, okay." And she says, "Lightly fragrant." I go, "All right." So that's
Yeah,
not.
because my dad hates smell.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, because she says like it's not drugstore, and so I'm like, okay, so maybe it's like Burt's Bees with a fragrancy. Yeah, so she's getting it. She's good. Hold on. Oh, did you end up putting some lotion on her though? You did. Oh, good. Okay. I go like this. I said, did she ever get to put it on you or like not? Because we knew. And she goes, oh no. And I go, okay, 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 okay. What else? So clearly she knows. She knows. So what else? Any other question? And then I'm gonna have to run because I'm 10 minutes late. But tell me.
Last question.
Okay.
I leave her ashes everywhere I go. So anytime I travel, I leave her
Oh,
ashes
good.
somewhere. And so I left her ashes somewhere when we traveled in November. And I think she knows because you said something related to it earlier.
Hmm.
So I just want to know if she knows where I left her ashes in November.
So that's November. So somebody's bringing up November earlier, but I was like, nobody's a Scorpio. Doesn't make any sense. And so I'm a Scorpio. So she brought that up for a second. Now, this is the whole thing. If I haven't been there before or if I haven't seen it, I don't know exactly how
I
to
think
bring that across.
a
Hold
picture
on.
of it. It's super famous.
Hold on, give me a second. What? What are you talking about? Okay, I don't think this has anything to do with you, but this is also just a very random thing. Do you know she ever like liked Elvis a lot?
I don't know.
Okay, or are you going to be going down to like Nashville ever? Or is there going to be a connection to Nashville? Okay, weird. There's some random, it may be a spirit that I'm going to channel next, so I'll let you know if that's a thing. But somebody kept showing me Nashville and Elvis, and I'm like, I don't think she likes Elvis. Hold on, tell me, come here. Come here, where are you at? Where? Can you show me? I know you need to go to the Grand Canyon next. Um, where? Hmm. Mm, no, I don't know where that is. Trying to get her to decide, is it coastal or is it inland right now? Maybe in, yeah, I have no idea what famous spot would be there. You didn't go up there. That's not a thing. Where is it at? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because I just haven't seen it before. Hold on. I would know she would know, but maybe it's just not in my brain. Hold on. Maybe it's, should go to like a certain bridge or something.
Close.
Yeah, what is that? That's
There's
that's
water.
thing. Oh,
Um,
what is it?
we put her ashes in the fountain at the Louvre because she was an artist.
Oh no, I've never been there before. Oh, France. That's where that's
You said French earlier, and then you said Paris, and I was like, oh, I wonder
yes.
if she knows.
Yeah, that would be the connection there. Yeah, she kept showing me beautiful lakes, beautiful streams, beautiful rivers, beautiful valleys. And I go, I have no idea where in the US this is. Like because I'm searching around and I'm like, I have no idea. And then she keeps showing me beautiful fountains. And I was like, maybe this is in Washington, D.C., because you know how they have the really big fountains up there. And she says, no, dumbass, it's not there. And I'm like, okay, I have no
Oh
idea
my
then.
God. Did she say dumbass?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Because
why?
we use that word in my family all the time, and she gets mad when my dad calls my sister a dumbass. That's so my mom. That is so my mom. That was not
Yeah,
nice.
Yes, no, it's okay. It's okay. That's what we do back and forth. Oh, believe me, they still have the same thing. They may be in heaven, but they still have the same personality because that's how you know them. That's it. There's also a big thing about like, are y'all ever gonna plan a trip to go over to the redwoods?
We're going to California next week.
Oh, you are.
Going to Northern
Perfect.
California next week.
You
Yeah.
are. Yes. Okay, please, if you can, it's only like an hour north of San Francisco, or maybe not even that.
That's where
If you
we're
can
going. We're going to Petaluma, which is just north of San Francisco.
Yep. Okay, there you go. See, I told you she knows. Yeah. So she brought that up and she showed you walking amongst the trees and going, she had you going like that. So she'll go with you. Okay. So this is what I want you to do. I do have to run to my next session, otherwise you're going to get mad at me. But I need you to take a couple minutes. I need you to have a good breather, a good ugly cry. I need you to know that she's around 24/7. She's okay. She's not stuck. She's one of the most colorful spirits I've talked to in a while, which is great. The other thing is I need you to tell her you love her. And then if you ever need me or if you ever have any questions, email me. And then I want you to let me know about your stuff that you do and send me links so I can go snoop and we can see how we can make this better. Okay.
All right. And I'll tell
Okay.
you if I get pregnant.
Yes, just email me. But girl, believe me, that is my specialty. It is my favorite thing to figure out. Okay. Let me know. I love you.